This is a new Henry Cavill lore, okay? From Jimmy Kimmel's show that came out like a few days ago. I haven't watched it yet. Only the Warhammer 40K talk we're gonna watch.
I am.
Everything's good?
Everything's really good, actually.
I was, you know, I have to say, we're a little bit concerned that you would not make it today because I know Superman is powered by the sun.
Right.
And what with the eclipse and all, we thought maybe you might have low energy, but you seem to be fit.
Small window.
Are you a nerd? Are you really a nerd? Because
what the hell?
I was looking at
what is this question? Just imagine like talking to a person on a show and like, are you a nerd? Are you really a nerd? What the hell? A weird. I agree. Okay, boomer.
Not anymore, guys.
I was looking on your Instagram, and you certainly, I know you shouldn't say somebody looks like a nerd or doesn't look like a nerd.
He's a closet nerd, you guys.
You look like the opposite of a nerd.
Right.
You look like the quarterback or even, you know, the offensive lineman
like a
or
jock,
something like
right?
that. You're a big, handsome, muscular guy, and yet you have hobbies, the hobbies of a nerd. Would you...
Oh my God! What is it? Why does it sound so, like, coming from Jimmy Kimmel, why does it sound so judgmental? Why does it sound so... You have hobbies of a nerd. This sounds so rude. You don't look like a nerd, but you have a hobby of a nerd. I'm getting triggered.
I do. Yes.
You do. This is something that you, I'm told, are very involved with, and this is, you're painting, what is this thing you're painting?
That is it's a helmet.
Okay.
A very small helmet, obviously.
Tiny little helmet, and this is the full figure.
And that is a body attached
to the helmet. You painted this.
I did.
And then you play with it?
You paint many of them, and then you play with them with other people.
How many of them?
Depends.
How many did you paint?
Well.
Like more than one?
It's within the confines of the hobby, we call it our grey pile of shame.
Your grey pile of shame.
Oh my God!
They stop.
You didn't paint just one, Custode. Oh no! You guys, he is evading. He painted only one. That's like the only one that he's ever painted, and the rest is the grey pile of shame. That's what he's saying. He doesn't want to openly admit it.
Off grey, and I have a very large grey pile of shame.
Are they metal or are they plastic?
They are plastic. They used to be metal, but now they're all plastic.
Used to be. This is something. It's called Warhammer, right?
Warhammer, yes.
It's been around for a long time.
It's been around since the 80s.
Since the 80s, and you picked up on it when and how?
I probably picked up on it late 80s, and then really got into it early 90s. Went to boarding school. Was already unpopular.
And you guys didn't have video games. You guys didn't have a Sega Genesis, I guess, is what happened, huh?
Well, weirdly enough, my brothers and I all had PCs when we were growing up. And we stole our mother's dining room table, which she's still unhappy about. And we just put all our PCs on there and connected them by a cable and play games that way.
To play games?
Oh my God, he's PC master race. Oh my God.
But this is really old-fashioned. This is like a game with no.
You're old-fashioned, Jimmy.
Yeah. You actually have to hang out with real people.
You have to hang out with people.
Yeah.
And then is it like Dungeons and Dragons where you roll dice?
Yes.
Wow, he knows
in the sense that
D&D.
you do roll dice, yeah, but not like Dungeons and Dragons, because Dungeons and Dragons, I think, is more about an adventure you take like one little model on, right, with your other friends who have one little model. And this is more about armies. So you build armies of these guys, and then you play against someone else in a war scenario.
And is it like marbles, where you will you get to keep the marbles, you get to keep the figures if you kill them, or
No.
Oh my God, that would be
no penalty.
Hey, that would be amazing. That's actually a great idea. Good job, Boomer. I've only seen pictures and like memes from that video when he builds the PC. Haven't seen you know, the actual video. Yeah, like he's wearing a tank top there or something. Like I looked at the picture and I was like, no. I cannot watch this video. This would just be dangerous. Yeah, you lost. Let me take your $500 army. I mean, that's a very small army, more like $2,000 army.
Whatsoever for losing.
It's not about
Shame?
losing.
It's
Shame.
about the winning?
It's about taking part, Jim.
I see. It's about
Oh,
the journey
very
along
British.
the way.
so wholesome.
It's about winning or losing. It's about being there.
It's about being there and inhaling a lot of paint fumes with your friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this
kids,
relaxes
masters
you, I
recommend.
assume? This is like something that brings you down to like zero?
Ooh. Look, I love it,
Uh-huh.
but I get very frustrated with it at times.
Why?
Because you want to be good at it, right? And
What do you mean good at it?
painting, for example.
okay.
And you can mess up painting for many, many years.
Oh my god.
Before you get
You're a
one thing right.
perfectionist.
And then you have to do an army of them. And then you have to compare them next to someone else's who's really good.
I feel like he's so proper. He's so like I don't know if that's I don't even know if that's a good thing. Yeah, detail obsessed. He's the emperor of the nerds. Oh my god, he is. And is that's not bad, but he might be insufferable at moments, you know.
Right. But then couldn't you just like grab a mirror and look at it and go like, yeah, I'm fine. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm hot.
You, where did you grow up?
Jersey, the island of Jersey.
Is this it? They're not gonna talk about Warhammer 40K anymore? Okay, I don't want to listen to like Jimmy asking like weird questions and making weird boomer jokes. Poor Henry Cavill has to go through it. Like, imagine getting invited to one of these shows and like being internally cringing the whole time. That's sadly it. Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. It's a shame they didn't talk as much about Warhammer, but you know. If they kept asking questions, I bet this show could talk. This whole episode could turn to a Warhammer 40K podcast. But you know, yeah, I didn't like Kimmel's like vibe. Yeah, it was kind of like he sounded like he was mocking him. You know, oh, do you have a nerd hobby? Ho ho ho, so funny. Yeah, no news about the show yet. It's too early, and you know, like they're expecting, so but he's busy with other stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thanks to our members and Patreon supporters. Bye bye.